Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on another Project Life spread for week 24 of 2022. So this week I am once again using some awesome printables from Nelly and Clem. This is a new kit that Danielle came out with called On My Desk. So it's filled with all kinds of adorable like crafting, a craft room themed sentiments and die cuts and all that kind of good stuff. But I will say that I was able to also find some things that would work well with many other projects that you might be working on. So I use a few of the crafty related things in this Project Life spread here, but also I was able to pick out enough things to tell my stories without everything being crafty related. For instance, the For the Record 3x4 card I think works out perfectly. Then there's the little kind of inspiration board there, which I think is cute for any time. So I love how the kits are versatile, even though they might be like very themed. So that worked out for me, and I always love using Nelly and Clem for Project Life spreads. So one of the pattern papers that went with this kit was like a very light pink kind of grid pattern. So I knew that I wanted to use that for both my title card and for one of the 4x6 spots there at the bottom. So I wanted to do something to kind of brighten it up, add a little pizzazz to the title card. So I'm using this stamp set. I'm sure you've seen me use it many times. It is a really old Allie Edwards December Daily stamp set, but I love it for the numbers. They're just the perfect size numbers. They're bold and but they're not too big for Project Life. I just really love them. And I'm using just one of the kind of magenta pink colors from Catherine Pooler mini ink pads there. And I went ahead and stamped 24. I like to stamp them on pieces of just regular computer paper just in case you don't get a good stamp impression, and then I just cut them out and add them to my card. I can put them in the exact spot that I want and all that kind of good stuff. So to go along with the stamping, I am adding on my week word with this kind of smaller stamp set, and I'm pretty sure this is like a Felicity Jane stamp set. This was gifted to me, but I'm pretty sure that that is where it's from. If you need any additional information, you can always shoot me a comment down there and I will definitely get any other information for you. But I really like the stamp set. It's super small, so it's also great for Project Life, and I love just the outline. So I just went ahead with the black ink and spelt out week, and then I'm going to use a couple of these small labels that were in the kit to, of course, stamp my dates, and then we will add a few other things as we go to embellish. So I'll tell you a bit about my week while I'm working on this. So I had a pretty simple low-key week, but the weekend was pretty fun. So I really only have the picture of me and Penny where she had her little paw on top of my hand whenever we were hanging out at my parents' house one night. So I wanted to snap a photo of that, and I thought that would be cute to document in here. But over the weekend was whenever I really did everything. So on Saturday, me and my mom went to our favorite antique store to look around, but I also specifically wanted to get some children's like little chapter books and stuff and storybooks that I could maybe alter. I just got the cinch tool, so I'm really excited to kind of maybe make some kind of summer junk journal, and we're going to be working on that over on Patreon. So I wanted to get a few books that I could play around with. So we went to the antique mall that day. So, of course, I had to snap a photo while I was inside shopping. So that is on the lower left, the 4x6. And then also had to snap, of course, a selfie with my mom whenever we were leaving. So they have really fun, bold colors in there. And I love that kind of turquoise color. So I always try to get some sort of photo while I'm there because it always makes for really fun, like vibrant photos. And then besides that, we did get a ton of sushi on Sunday for Father's Day. We really bought the place out. We had so much sushi, but it was so good. So that's like a plate of some of the sushi that me and Will got. So it was really fun and just like a big treat because we haven't eaten that in so long. And then at the bottom, the last photo is just a quick snapshot of the Patreon Crafty Zoom that we had over the weekend. So that one was on Saturday as well. So just had a lot of fun things going on over the weekend. It's always fun to get together with crafty friends and just kind of hang out and chit chat and work on projects and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see that since that was crafty related, on the rest of that 4x6 piece of paper by the Zoom photo, I did add in a cute little cup that had like pins and scissors in it, and then I added a couple kind of crafty sentiments there at the bottom. So I was able to add in a few of the crafty things, but I feel like this layout is very much not crafty related, even though the kit was very themed, if you know what I'm saying. So you can definitely let the products work for you and create something that's not so literal to the kit. So whenever I was taking this photo here at the thrift store, I was kind of keeping in mind that it would be fun to either do some journaling under this picture or to stamp something under the picture or, add alpha stickers or something. So whenever I took the photo, I tried to get some of that kind of turquoise wall underneath the mirror so that I would be able to do something there in my scrapbooking. So I feel like a lot of us scrapbookers are always kind of thinking of the composition of our photos and how we can kind of scrap them later. So that was something that I kind of thought about while I was taking the picture. So I was really excited to be able to just stamp thrifting right in that kind of blank space. I think that it was just meant for a title right there. So I really love that. And then, of course, y'all already know I'm having to sprinkle on a few stars. So in my little bowl, I have some of the gold glitter stars, but then I also have several stars that are cut out of, I think, mostly the Color Study collection from Vicky Boutin. So they're just really bright colors, and I like keeping those in there because I feel like I can typically make those match the majority of my spreads and project life spreads and all of that. So I love kind of adding on that sprinkling of stars. And then you'll also notice that in the kit there were 2 thought bubbles, which I absolutely love. So I added the thought bubble with the heart up here to this photo, and I added the thought bubble with the woo down at the bottom to the thrifting photo. So I love the way that worked out. And then actually I only added just a couple sentences there on that picture of me and my mom, just to mention that we did go thrifting together and all of that kind of stuff, but I didn't have a ton of things to say. This was Father's Day weekend, but we didn't do anything specific, and I didn't get any pictures, unfortunately. I should have snapped a photo of me and my dad. I should do that sometime soon, but I really didn't think about it. So I did spend some time with him and gave him a card, and we got him some treats from Whole Foods, and we got all the sushi to eat for dinner, but I forgot the picture. So I didn't even talk about Father's Day, but that was one of the bigger things of the week. And also I had screenshotted a little thing about Juneteenth that I wanted to add in here. And I, of course, completely forgot to print that off as well. So I might make one of the 2 3x4 kind of just filler cards. I might do a Simple Stories flip up, and then under that flip add in some of the Juneteenth information, because the things that I screenshotted had like a lot of dates and just information about that in general, and I would really like to add that to my scrapbook. So that's what I get for not being organized and not having that already printed off. But that's another just idea. If you ever have anything like info that you want to do, or if you forget a picture like I did, you could always add one of those flip pockets, and you can still add on to your page even after you've completed it without having to redo anything. So I think that I will make a mental note and definitely go back and do that. So the last little thing I'm doing here is I wanted to add something else to this title card. It was a little boring, so to kind of go along with that pencil thing at the bottom, the cup, I added on a few pencils to the top. So I really like that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.